Hey everybody, we're live. We should be live. I'm going to talk for a few seconds to see if the live feed kicks in. I do not have the chat up because I don't want to be distracted from my Chuck Woolery-esque game responsibility here. We're going to be doing patron trivia. Thank you for joining us if you're out there. And I'd like to welcome the three guests, a couple of returning and a brand new person. So Andrew, how are you?
Doing excellent, Wes. How are you?
Good, thank you. And then we got Nick coming back for another game. Nick, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And then finally, newbie Christian. Christian, how are you?
Not too bad.
Thumbs up. All right. So, guys, we're going to be doing usual trivia. I know I teased us with a new trivia game, which I have bought, but I did not have time to look at the cards to figure out what a best way to play this was. So we're going to stick with the original game, which is these old TNG trivia questions. I'm going to go down the line in a row, asking you a multiple choice question. If you get it right, you get a bonus question. If you get the bonus question right, you get another point. So you could get 2 points if you got 2 questions right on your turn. Bonus questions do not have multiple choice and are infuriatingly difficult. That's about it. First to 15 points wins. If there's a tie at the end of the round, we'll go to like a sudden death type thing. And that's about it.
Nervous.
So, so let's start off with returning champion Andrew to give you a little bit of a harder time because you're the returning champ. You're going to go first. So please pick a question from 1 to 5, please.
Number 3.
In quality of life, to protect themselves from radiation until the Enterprise could rescue them, Picard and Geordi, A, wore radiation suits, B, set up a force field around them, or C, hid behind a lead-lined wall.
Force field.
That's right. So you get a point. That's how the game is played. 1 to 4 for your bonus question, please.
2.
Worf teaches Beverly in the martial art of what? Worf teaches Beverly in the martial art of what?
I know I'm going to know this. Oh, man, this is Tai Chi.
No, it's the made-up martial art of the Battle sword.
Yeah. It looks like Tai Chi. That's what it. Yeah.
Everything Michael Dorn does looks like Tai Chi. Nick,
You're right. These questions are hard.
up to you, Nick. 1 to 4, please, for your question.
I'll take 1.
How many additional tests did Data perform with the exocomp to try to prove that it was alive? A, 100, B, 28, or C, 34?
34.
34 is correct. Good job to you. You get a point. And your bonus question, 1 to 3.
I'll take 2.
Number 2, the Tyron particle fountain mining station had to be evacuated due to what?
Radiation leak.
Yes, good job. You're shot into the lead with exocomp-based questions here. Christian, your turn. 1, 2, 3, please.
3.
Seconds after an exocomp left a plasma conduit, the conduit exploded. Who rescued the exocomp from the flying debris? A, Data, B, Dr. Farallon, or C, a Tyron scientist?
A Tyron scientist.
Yeah, Jesus, you guys really know your what episode is this?
Quality of life.
Quality of life. Yeah. 1 to 2, Christian.
1.
In what episode did a little boy imitate being an android like Data?
Hero worship.
Good job. That was an interesting card. I think that was the most successful card we've ever had. There was only one wrong answer. Good job. So tally after this: Andrew 1, Nick 2, Christian 2. Andrew, back to you. Brand new card. 1 to 5, please.
2.
In what episode did Spock mind meld with Picard?
Unification Part 2.
Yeah, I didn't even have to. I should have read the answers, but it is Unification. Yeah, good job. So you get your point. 1 to 4 for your bonus, please.
3.
What planet is Ambassador Odan from in The Host?
Trill.
Can't accept that. I don't think. Officially, it's called Trillion in the TNG universe.
No, come on, Wes.
That's kind of a tough one. We'll see. Yeah, I guess I can't give it to you. Unfortunately, we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can make that up down the line. You are technically right, but the card does say moops. Nick, 1 to 4, please.
I'll take 2.
Name the episode in which the Romulans tried to invade Vulcan. A. Best of Both Worlds. B. Redemption. C. Unification.
Unification.
Yeah. What are these? The easy cards at the back of the deck or something here? Let's get this out of here. 1 to 3 for your bonus question.
1.
What is the name of the fat Ferengi in Unification? What is the name of the fat Ferengi in Unification? The most memorable Ferengi of all.
Flavagon.
No, his name is Omag. Omag the fat Ferengi. Good attempt, though.
Flavagon, I think, is the musician. I had to make a guess.
I would have accepted it as you just totally made the noise up as you said it. So, Christian, 1 to 3, please.
3.
Between what moons is Ambassador Odan to mediate in the episode The Host? Peliar's alpha and beta moons, Peliar's beta and gamma moons, or Peliar's gamma and delta moons?
Could you repeat the options? Just
Sure.
The Palear is the same. Just the alpha, whatever.
Sure. Alpha and beta, beta and gamma, gamma and delta.
Alpha, beta.
Alpha, beta. Good job. When in doubt, go simple. It's that
Yeah.
it's that postulate. All right, so you get a point there, and 1 to 2 for your bonus, please.
2.
What is the destination of the Enterprise in the episode The Host?
Don't know.
Peliar Zell. Peliar Zell. So, Andrew with 2, Nick with 3, Christian with 3. We got a ball game here, gentlemen. Next card, Andrew, 1 to 5, please.
3.
With whom does Jono always stay when aboard his warship? A, his mother, B, his father, or C, his brother?
Father.
Yes, his father. Good job. Bonus question, 1 to 4.
2.
What kind of music did Jono listen to in Captain Picard's quarters? What kind of music was he listening to? It's incredibly obnoxious music.
Tyrolean opera or something like that.
You get the tough ones. Contemporary Tolarian.
Oh,
So I don't think I can give that to you. Nick, 1 to 3, or 1 to 4, please.
I'll take 4. Why not?
According to Captain Picard, why did he, as a child, have no friends to play with? A, his family estate was far from town. B, he was disliked because of his arrogance. Or C, he spent his youth planning a career in Starfleet. Why did he have no friends?
He spent his youth planning his career at Starfleet.
That's right. 1 to 3 for your bonus, please.
I'll take 2.
Jeremiah Ross's parents were named what? I don't know who Jeremiah Ross is. I don't know who his parents are, but what were their names?
Bill and Maria.
You were close with Maria. It's actually Moira and Connor. Moira and Connor. Who is Jeremiah Rosser? Does anyone remember?
Is the kid from the first question you gave me? That was his Federation legal
Oh,
name.
Jono. Jono's real human
Yeah.
name. Okay, that makes sense. Nick did not get that one. So Christian, 1 to 3 for your questions, please.
3.
According to Captain Endar, the Federation colonists on Galen 4 were considered by the Talarians to be A, guests, B, an infestation, or C, trespassers.
Trespassers.
Trespassers. Chance to take the lead here, Christian, with 1 to 2. What's your bonus?
2.
Who told Captain Picard, pain is not what matters?
Jonah.
Jonah. That's the benefit of the ranking system here, why it's hard for returning champions to hold on to the belt, I think. All right, so Andrew with 3, and also because returning champions get the questions that they get half right, I guess is the other problem. Andrew with 3, Nick with 4, Christian with 5. Next card, Andrew, 1 to 5, please.
3.
In quality of life, the plasma conduit exploded due to A, an overload in energy input, B, sabotage, or C, microfractures in the conduit wall.
C.
Yeah, good job. Bonus question, 1 to 4.
1.
Who ran a diagnostic on the exocomp and discovered that it could well be a sentient being?
Data.
Data, good job.
Yes.
Right up there. That was a quick comeback. Nick, 1 to 4, please.
1.
Data characterized the exocomp unit's performance as A, average, B, good, or C, excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent. Excellent answer there for Nick.
Where the hell have these questions been the last couple of times we've done this?
I know. Apparently, they're all at the back of the deck. Or you guys just really love quality of life, apparently, because we've
I
had a
like
lot
quality of life.
of you guys say.
Lot to be-
I don't like that episode at all.
Nick, 1, 2, 3, please.
I'll take one again.
The exocomp was originally developed by modifying what?
The self-stealing stem bolt.
Good answer. A good guess. But would it help you if I say, think of Mystery Science Theater 3000? You can't get this right, but does that help anybody?
The crow. I don't know.
It's like some sort of basic repair unit. It's a piece
It was
of
like a
equipment
probe.
that they have. Yeah.
Industrial Servo. I was thinking Tom Servo, but Industrial Servo. Okay, so Nick did not get that. I didn't give him a point. Christian, 1 to 3, please.
3.
When Data queried the ship's computer as to why the exocomp would burn out its own interface, the computer replied, A, unknown, B, the exocomp was not operating within designated parameters, or C, the exocomp became sentient and feared termination.
1. A.
Yep.
Unknown.
Unknown. Good job. So 1 to 2.
2.
How was the malfunctioning exocomp repaired?
It initiated a self-repair diagnostic or sequence at whatever 30 hours.
It did. It fixed itself. Yep.
Damn.
Oh, is that all they wanted?
That's all they wanted. Yeah. You actually went into so much detail. You're actually wrong.
Oh no!
People watching this trivia might think the Exocomp episode is the most important episode.
It's fundamental. Discovery will have a exocomp episode soon.
Oh, don't give them ideas. Don't give them ideas, Wes.
I don't want to see.
Except it'll
Well,
be
they
shot
did.
like this.
They did with those stupid little droids that repaired the hull of the ship.
All right, let's move to. Oh, I'll give a point tally here. Andrew with 5, Nick with 5, Christian with 7, running away with it. Andrew, 1 to 5, please.
We'll go to that.
2.
Low wave patterns generated by the water fountain on the Pentaurus 3 moon fell in what megahertz range? A, 1 to 3 megahertz, B, 3 to 5, or C, 5 to 15? You're kind of getting the shit end of the stick here, I think, Andrew, with your questions. So 1 to 3 megahertz, 3 to 5 megahertz, or 5 to 15 megahertz?
I'll say 5 to 15.
That's right, 5 to 15. Good job.
What was the question again?
Low wave patterns generated by the water fountain on the Pentaurus 3 moon fell into what megahertz range?
Jeez.
I'd say what that's from, but I've given people answers before on this thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Keep it to
I'm just
yourself.
holding on. Yeah.
Andrew, 1 to 4.
2.
Who told Picard, if there's one thing that I've learned from you, it's that you don't quit?
Wesley.
Good job. I think that's honing in on what episode they were talking about. Nick, 1 to 4.
I'll take 1.
Radiation protocol on the Enterprise requires crew members to be taken to the interior corridors of what 2 decks? A, 9 and 10, B, 22 and 23, or C, 35 and 36?
Can you repeat the options again?
Sure. 9 and 10, 22 and 23, 35 and 36. Radiation protocol, what decks do you need to take people
I'll
to?
go with A. I'm probably not right, but I'm going to go with A.
It is. It's A, 9 and 10.
They do that in a few different episodes.
They keep those numbers the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to have continuity like that. It's important. It's the continuity that matters.
Look, we gotta at least give Discovery some benefit of the doubt, right? Like just
Do they have once they bring up decks 9 and 10 for radiation, we'll know that it's actually Star Trek, right?
Their
1 to
decks
3.
make no sense anyway.
1 to 3, Nick, for you.
I'll take 2.
What substance did Beverly Crusher use at Gamelon 5 to counter the effects of radiation exposure? exposure. What substance did Beverly Crusher use at Gamelin 5 to counter the effects of radiation exposure? I'm probably saying the planet wrong. It's GAMELAN.
Triaxylene.
Hyronolin.
What-
Ronald.
Was that his bonus question?
That
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I lost track, and I thought for a second you hadn't given him the multiple choice answers. I'm like, no, wait.
No, that's
Okay.
that
Hey,
would be
thanks,
impossible.
thanks for fighting for me, man. I appreciate it.
Nick's just that confident.
Stay in your own box. Christian, 1 to 3.
3.
When Durgo tried to trick the water fountain's defense system, whose phaser was set on the higher setting? A. Picard, B. Durgo, or C. Wesley?
Which was set on the higher setting.
The higher setting.
It's Wesley's.
Yep. Good
phaser.
job. Good job. 1 to 2 for your bonus.
2.
The cocoon that enveloped Durgo's phaser was made of what substance?
I want to say it's some kind of silicon or silicon material that's like crystalline or something. Silicon is basically the basic answer, is my guess.
You're close. It starts with an S. It's not silicon, though. It's electrically...
Sweet.
What's that? I can't give it to you, but I'll see if you can
no.
remember.
It's once if you said it, I'm sure I'll remember it.
Electrically deposited selenium fiber. Yep, there you go. Good effort, though. I would have given you a hint of four words, I think. So that's it. You didn't get the bonus for that one. So Andrew
Wait, we can get hints?
No hints whatsoever.
Say, wait a second.
If I can't give Andrew his questions, then there's no hints for anybody.
Man, you can't give me trillion. It's just...
That's right. The card says moops. Andrew with 7, Nick with 6, Christian with 8. Andrew, 1 to 5, please.
Let's keep riding, too.
In Unification, what was the name of the Vulcan ship that the Enterprise was trying to find? A, the T'Pau, B, the Serac, or C, the T'Pring? The Vulcan ship the Enterprise was trying to find in Unification, the T'Pau, B, the Serac, or C, the T'Pring? It might be Surik.
A.
It is the T'Pau. Good job. My favorite kind of Chinese food. Andrew gets 1. Cross that off. Your bonus question, 1 to 4, please.
3.
In what episode did Ambassador Sarek die?
Unification.
Unification what? Part 1. Good job. That was a good question for you to make up the robbery that happened before. Nick, your question, 1 to 4, please.
1.
Give the name of the Federation's surplus depot the Enterprise visited in Unification. A. Qualor 2, B. Deep Space 14, or C. Wolf 359.
That would be A.
Qualor or Quailor.
Quailor.
I might be giving you guys a disservice with my pronunciation here of these
Fine.
words. Nick, 1 to 3.
By the way, on a side note, the Unification podcast is why I became a member of your group. It was brilliant.
Everyone likes the Unification. All I remember is people say they like that one, and it doesn't stick out in my head.
Listen to it again,
memorable.
and it's hilarious. Anyway, keep going.
I know it's got the ship, the graveyard or something. That's the only thing I remember.
My favorite humorous one is you and Clay doing what was the game in Deep Space Nine?
Move Along Home.
Move Along Home. That,
also known as Get the Fuck Out of Here.
yeah.
So we got my bonus question.
Yeah, 1 to 3, please.
I'll take 1 again.
I'd have to think of what I can't think of what a favorite podcast episode would have been. It would be interesting to know personally. Sorry, what was your answer or your pick, Nick?
1.
Name the second episode in which a Zach Dorn man is seen.
That would be Unification 1.
That's you. You got that. So you got the point.
That was my favorite character in the episode, man. That guy was awesome.
Christian.
He had the eel that everybody is talking about.
Yeah. Christian, 1 to 3, please.
3.
In Unification, while on Romulus, waiting for the legal intercessor's office to open, what did Picard and Data do? They surveyed the town. Did they order something to eat? Or did they look over goods in the market?
They ordered something to eat.
That's right.
Soup.
They ordered some food. Delicious Romulan soup.
Try the local cuisine.
1 or 2?
2.
Picard and Data resembled Romulans in what episode? Where are these questions coming from?
Unification.
Unification. Good job. Christian's in the lead with 10. Andrew not far behind with 9. Nick with 8. It's anyone's.
Stephen Root was in that episode for some reason. He
He
awesome.
is one of my favorite Klingons.
Oh, is he a Klingon in that?
Yeah, he's
the
Adrian Armada.
captain. He's the captain, and he was fantastic.
You know, that's the only thing that's good about Unification is the Data standing awake while Picard tries to sleep joke
Yeah.
is like one of TNG's best jokes. I think like it actually works on all levels. That would be a good video to do the 5
I'm
best
not
jokes
looking
in
at
TNG.
anything. I'm continuing to organize my files.
Andrew, 1 to 5, please.
2.
In True Q, Amanda was studying in what scientific field? A. Botany, B. Geology, or C. Medicine?
Medicine.
Medicine. Good job. Bonus question. 1 to
2.
4. 2. Who was Amanda's confidant in True Q?
Crusher.
Which Crusher?
Doctor.
Dr. Crusher. Good job. 2 points for Andrew. Cross that off. Nick, 1 to 4.
Take 3.
Why didn't Amanda's parents tell her that she was Q? A, they thought she already knew. B, she was living on another planet. Or C, they were dead.
They were dead.
They were dead. They were very dead. Bonus question, 1 to 3.
Take 3 on that.
How did Amanda's parents die?
From a tornado in Kansas.
That's good. I'll give it to you. Who caused the tornado?
Oh, the Qs
There you go.
obviously did
There
it.
you go. Plural Qs.
But yet they had a big deal in Star Trek Voyager with the guy trying to kill himself.
That was a good episode. Not because it was Voyager, but because the episode had this fantastic image in it of what the Q continuum looked like. It's fantastic.
The Qs. There's something for Discovery to touch on. 1 to 3.
Stop it, Wes. Jeez,
1 to 3.
some ideas.
1 to 3.
3. Please, thank you.
When Q tried to forcibly take Amanda to the Q continuum, how did she respond? A, she slapped him in the face. B, she threw him across the room. Or C, she gave him a strong right hook.
She threw him across the room.
That's right. 1 or 2.
2.
Who was the only one successful in psychically defeating Q?
Could you repeat? Psychically defeating?
Yes. This is psychically, right? Yeah. Who was the only one successful in psychically defeating Q?
That is so broad. I mean, I don't know if they're asking about where Guinan does the finger thing, or
Who was the only one successful in psychically defeating Q?
5, 4.
Guinan. I don't know what they're asking. I could think of like options, but I had no idea what they're asking.
Should have followed the theme of the card. Amanda Rogers is the
No.
only one. Amanda Rogers.
What?
2 people at 11. We've got Christian and Andrew at 11.
How
Nick.
did she defeat him psychically?
He couldn't control her.
Yeah, doesn't she do the little like hand wavy thing when he tries to
What's
do
my
something?
score? I'm probably at like 7.
She
You
just
got-
surprised.
Pull up the video.
What's my
If
score?
I
10.
fight for
You have
that,
10.
then I think that Andrew should get the Trill one. So
You're both even. You're both
Yeah.
all square at 11, so I think that's the best place to be.
What's my score?
10. 1 point behind. Andrew, 1 to 5.
Keep riding too.
The 2 Vorgons who traveled from the 20th century to locate the Toxu Tat claimed to be A, archaeologists, B, bounty hunters, or C, security police.
Police.
That's right. 1 to 4 for your bonus.
3.
Who invented the Toxu Tat? If you know this is amazing.
I love that episode.
But how much do you love it? Do you love it enough to pay attention to the name of the guy who invented the Toxu Tat? And Nick Nick died apparently.
Hold on a second. My camera fell off. Hold on.
Daystrom.
His name is Cal Dano. Cal Dano or Dano, something like that. We'll wait for Nick to collect himself from being knocked over by your answer there.
Oh my God, where did it fall?
Fell into his recycling bin, I think.
There it goes. It's coming out. And oh, there's a shirt.
I think I'm back.
I think you're here.
All right,
See the
sorry.
top of your head.
Did the camera get stuck behind the radiator? That usually happens to me.
No, it just kind of fell off my monitor.
We got Andrew did not get his bonus question.
Who was the inventor of the Toxic Tot? I missed that.
Caldano or Caldano, something like that. Two words, Caldano, Caldano. 1 to 4, please, Nick.
I'll take 2.
What did Picard say after Vash first kissed him in the lobby of the Ryzian Hotel? A simple handshake would have sufficed. B, you were outrageous. Or C, I am not seeking Jamharan, however they pronounce it.
Can you repeat the question again?
What did Picard say after Vash first kissed him in the lobby of the Ryzian Hotel? Simple handshake would have sufficed. You are outrageous. Or C, I am not seeking Jamharan.
I'm going to go with A.
Yep, simple handshake would have sufficed. Good job. Bonus question 1 to 3, please.
I'll take 2 on that as well.
What is the Tox Uthet?
It's a device that can stop all nuclear fusion within a star. I think it's if that's good enough.
Yeah, that is. The only thing you could have added is 20th century, but I think that's fine. You got everything about nuclear reactions with a star, which is more appropriate. Christian, 1 to 3, please.
3.
Which of these are not allowed on Risa? A, sex. B, hoverball. Or C, weapons.
Weapons.
Weapons. It's nice when they put 2 joke answers in there for you. So that's that. 1 to 2 for your bonus.
The parody of these questions is
It's interesting. You'd like to be balanced a little bit more. 1 to 2 for your bonus.
2.
Where did Vash hide the Toxuthat?
She hid it. She hid it in a little statue.
What's it called? What's that little
the Horgon?
statue called? The Horgon, yeah. Good job.
Damn it.
13. Andrew has 12. Nick has 12.
Hey,
Andrew, I think.
Can I
What's
ask
up?
you guys a quick question about Ryza real quick? I don't want to divert from the game, but real quick.
Sure.
In the episode of Deep Space Nine, where they find out that the agent working for the Obsidian, or not the Obsidian Order, the Orion Syndicate, actually was in charge of the raining facility on Ryza to keep it from raining. Was that connected at all to the Ryza episode of Deep Space Nine where it did rain? You know, when they're all vacationing.
Have we covered that DS9 episode with the agent?
I don't remember. at
No,
all.
not yet. Not yet. It's 6th season, but you covered the episode where it rains on Ryza.
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
Different group. Different group. The other ones are not fundamentalists.
The Essentialists?
Essentialists.
The Essentialists.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a different thing.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's see here.
Don't be sorry.
Andrew with 2. Nick, 12. Andrew with 12. Nick with
There's
12.
always a secret organization doing stuff.
Christian with 13. We are no longer the Essentialists on Ryza. We're going to be talking about this next card. Andrew, go ahead, 1 to 5.
2.
According to Geordie LaForge, how many power systems does the Enterprise have? A, 40, B, 400, or C, 4,000?
Our systems?
Power systems. How many does the Enterprise have? 40, 400, or 4,000?
I really wish there was like more context to this question.
That's the problem with going first. Although I don't know how much this would actually help you. I don't think that would, knowing what episode this is
I
would
know
help
I
me.
know which episode it is, but I'm not going to say.
4,000.
4,000. Good job. Bonus question to you. 1 to 4.
2.
To whom did Riker warn, "This is the USS Enterprise. We set a different standard here"?
Rolaren.
Reg Barkley. Reginald
Ah,
Barkley. Nick.
he said it in another episode too.
Nick.
He did.
1 to 4, please.
I'll take 1.
What is Reginald Barkley's technical speciality? A. Impulse propulsion systems. B. Diagnostics engineer. Or C. Phase work with antimatter.
I'm going to go B.
He's the diagnostics engineer. 1 to 3 for your bonus, please.
1.
What nickname did Captain Picard accidentally call Reginald Barkley?
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Nick puts himself in good position here. Christian, you can win the game with
Don't put that
this.
pressure on me. I'm so
Just-
nervous already.
Just keeping the viewers on their toes.
Stare
You
at
know,
the
Christian, you
warp
can win the game right here, man.
Just
Right
stare
hands,
at the
it's over,
warp
brother.
in the background. That's
I
awesome.
just wanted to win Trek Trivia again.
Just
That warp
don't.
core you have in the background, I want it because it's awesome. Anyway,
I'll send you the link
cool.
if you give me an answer.
Nick, or Christian rather, if you don't fuck this up, you will win the game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
1 to 3 for your question here.
3.
Who did Guinan describe as, quote, "the only one in my family with a sense of humor"?
It's our uncle. Wait, is this a bonus question?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not reading you the
Wait,
question.
can I get a bonus point if I know the answer already?
No.
It's
Do you want me
it's-
to? You need a name and a relationship.
it's her uncle Turkle, her mother's brother. He's the only one in her family who had a sense of humor.
Turkum. Yeah, Turkum. So I will give that one to you. Good job. Here comes the hard part of your job.
All right, Nick, we're done. So
1 or 2?
2.
In his holodeck fantasy, who did Reginald Barkley make into, quote, "the goddess
Of empathy is Troy.
Troy, good job. That's it. 15 points.
the
You won the game.
winner and
That was-
the new champion.
Whoa, champion of the world. That was the weirdest trivia game I think that we've done so far.
The parody is pretty insane.
It went by really fast. Everyone has pretty much the same amount of points, and I think everyone got screwed fairly equally over there. maybe Andrew got the worst of it, I think, with a couple questions. But
And the exocomps are the most important Star Trek device ever.
yeah, the exocomps and unification had, I
That
think,
was
2
like
cards.
3 cards, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exocomps and unification.
Well,
Hey Wes, while we're sitting here, what does the other game look like?
let me grab it for you. I'll be right back. Keep the people entertained if they're listening. Talk about
I'm actually
something.
going to grab something to show as well. Stand by.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
So what's your so we've been talking a lot about TNG and Deep Space Nine. What's your favorite episode of Voyager, Nick?
Probably timeless. Probably timeless. It's another episode where they think of another way to get home with some new technology, but it really has suspense right to the end moment.
Oh, the temporal rift, the probe they send into the rift.
No. It's the one where
Oh, there you go. Star Trek seen it. Sorry.
They find the Voyager buried in the ice. and
Oh, okay. Yes.
Harry Kim has to figure out how to, transmit the messages to get them through the slipstream. And what he realizes at the end is that, okay, the doctor tells him the past isn't going anywhere. Just send a new message. And I'm like, that's brilliant. And he sends a message just to get them out of the slipstream. And I thought, man, that's a good episode. That's how you write a good episode.
My favorite Voyager episodes are Year of Hell.
Yeah.
Very good. I also like The Cloud and
Equinox.
No, and Eye of the Needle. The Cloud
Eye of the Needle.
Oh, yeah.
from the first season, really good. But I'm not a Voyager fan.
This is
Okay.
to answer Andrew's question. This is the trivia game.
Is that the one I recommended because I saw it at the flea market?
I think so. It came in a metal box. I'm going to hold up a couple questions for you. Since you guys are talking a big game about Voyager, I'm going to ask you a Voyager question.
Nice.
I need to get my wife in here.
So I'm going to go in order. These are easier, so I'm going to treat them like they are
Bonus questions.
bonus questions. I'm not going to give you the multiple choice. Sounds fair? Andrew, what was Vorik going through in the episode Blood Fever?
The Punfar.
Good job. You got it right. Christian, in the episode Blood Fever, who did Vorik try to mate with?
Alana Torres.
Good job. Nick, where do Vulcans need to go when they mate?
Vulcan.
Yeah, home is the answer, but Vulcan, I think, would be the thing.
The room over there. No.
Andrew, when Vulcans cannot mate, what happens to them?
They can die.
They die. That's right. And Christian, for Varric, Ponfar ended when he and B'Elanna Torres what?
I haven't seen the episode, so I don't know. Not in a long time. I think he and they fight.
Yes, they fight in the. If does anyone know the Vulcan name for that fight?
Oh, that would be.
It's in the original series too, but I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, hold on. I know what it is. It's called the.
There are 5 words in it.
Foul to. Oh.
Yeah, you're close.
Bum, 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 bum,
If we can do the tune, does that count?
Yeah, they do it. They do it at Enterprise too, and I can't think of it. I can't think of the rest of the name.
I guess it's something like the Kun At Kal Ifi. Kunat Kalifi.
Great stuff, man. Whoever came up with that is awesome.
Just writing down nonsense words in a row. So I'll do the original TOS because we are short, and then we'll finish this in 5 minutes. This is TOS, and I'm reading these just because I haven't taken them out of the plastic yet, so I'm going to read the first card. Andrew, to what rank was Captain Christopher Pike, I wonder who that guy is, promoted upon leaving the Enterprise? What rank did he get after leaving the Enterprise?
Fleet Captain.
Fleet Captain, good job. You guys are like perfect on these so far. Christian, who was Captain Christopher Pike's second in command on board the Enterprise?
Number 1.
Number 1, good job. Nick, where was Captain Christopher Pike raised? This is a tough one. This is the hardest question we've had so far.
Yeah, see, that is like so much harder than the other ones.
I have to say on Earth because I don't know.
You have to give me the town on Earth.
Oh, Montreal.
Close. It starts with an M. Mojave. Andrew, when was Captain Christopher Pike terribly disfigured by radiation? What was he doing?
It was a training exercise with the cadets.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the ship?
Which actually, the scene that
I know the name of the ship
on that was amazing.
That was the best scene on board.
That was amazing.
It was a good scene, if only it wasn't obviously just a redesign of the spore drive. And it would have been a nice change.
Nick, do you know the name of the ship that he was on when it went to hell? I know Penske doesn't know, but I think I do.
No,
what is it?
I don't know.
I think it's the Republic.
Someone's going to have to Google that.
It's an old J-type starship.
I know it's a J-type, yeah.
Dude, you know your stuff. What's your name? Christian?
Christian.
You know your stuff, my friend.
Who are you?
Nick and I are pretty good, man, but you're putting us to shame tonight, brother.
He's plugged himself in.
I really like Star Trek.
What's your name on the Penske File Discord?
Christian P. Ravenholm.
Okay.
Yeah, it says Christian.
It's convoluted now because I was always just Lord Ravenholm on Discord, but then I wanted to make sure people knew that I was Christian Pouch because that's what I post under on Patreon without giving up the fact that I'm still Ravenholm because I run Star Trek Viewing Party as Sir Ravenholm. So
yeah,
I'd like to join that sometime. I'm Mercer Create on there, so maybe we could be friends.
I'm over there. Sure.
And I am myself. So.
That's right. You're free. You don't care about any of these internet trolls coming after you. Like, bring it. I'm going to put my full name right on this son of a bitch. Whose turn is it for this last trivia question?
Probably
Nick's.
Yeah.
Christopher Pike had a pet named Tango at home on Earth. What kind of animal was it?
Is that horrifying dog creature?
No, but I'm going to say dog.
It's a horse. He had a horse named Tango. Interestingly, I don't know why this is. Probably the year the game came out. This is the Voyager stack of cards, and this is every other stack of cards. I don't know why there's fewer Voyager questions.
Can we do the one card from Deep Space Nine real quick before we finish?
Yeah, we have 2 left, and then we'll wrap it up. So we have TNG, and then we've got, what is this? Where's DS9? Oh, here's
I also
DS9.
have some examples of cards from Seen It.
Sure. So we'll finish with DS9 because that's current. We'll do it TNG right now. Andrew, what makes individual benzites from the same geostructure difficult to identify?
They look the same.
Yep. Who did Christian? Who did Mordok compete against for entrance into Starfleet Academy?
Wesley Crusher and a girl who didn't belong there at all.
You're right. Yeah, Wesley Crusher is the only answer, but the girl was there and she didn't do anything. Nick, the species from what planet requires supplemental gases to breathe in an M-class environment?
Benzite.
Yep. Andrew, when was Mordok admitted to Starfleet Academy? In context to Wesley Crusher, when was he admitted?
2 years before.
Yep. Christian, Mordok was nearly identical in appearance to who? Who's his brother from another mother?
Oh, I am not Mordok. I want to say
Mordok, but he was the same actor.
Wait.
Oh,
Mendon.
Mendon, good job.
good.
Mendon.
Oh, dude, awesome.
Let's have a Star Trek viewing party. This is awesome.
So these questions are a little bit easier, it seems. I don't know how I would change the game to make this interesting because pretty much everyone is doing like batting 1,000 here. We'll finish with DS9 and see how it goes. What was Brunt's title at the Ferengi Commerce Authority? Andrew.
I haven't listened to your episode from today yet. Crap.
I don't even know if we say his role in this. I don't know if we've ever said the words on the podcast.
He's like an auditor or an investigator. You know, it's
when your business is having trouble, what happens? What do you do to your supply?
regulator.
Liquidator.
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 Liquidator Brunt.
Christian, Brunt was an official of the powerful Ferengi Commerce Authority. Who did he try to overthrow? Very topical.
Who did he try to overthrow?
Yeah, in the Ferengi Commerce.
I'm going to say Grand Exec, but I'm not sure because I haven't seen the episode.
Yep, it's Zach.
Yeah.
Nick, where was Brunt's home?
Was on Ferenginar?
Yeah. These are real easy.
They're so easy. I keep second guessing myself.
They might be. That's true. They might be difficult for Star Trek people because you're going to overthink the answer and be like, "It can't be Ferenginar. It can't possibly be Ferenginar." These would be good for. I should probably stagger these, depending on what you say your level of knowledge is. These are the questions you get. Like if Clay were to play this game, he would get these. Brunt revoked Quark's business license and closed the bar when Quark what? Andrew.
Broke a contract.
Yes. Not just broke, he reneged. He reneged on the contract. And finally,
he wouldn't kill himself.
We'll go to our winner. We'll go to our winner, Christian. In addition to Brunt, what other Star Trek Deep Space Nine character did Jeffrey Combs play?
Weyoun.
Yeah. You have a couple options, but I don't know what the other guy's name is.
It's Weyoun.
Timon, I think is his name.
Yeah.
The guy who wants dirty pictures of Kira.
Yeah,
in that episode.
The perv.
He's also in several episodes of Voyager as various random
Enterprise too.
Enterprise, as Shran or whatever that guy's name is.
Picture with Jeffrey Combs from last weekend.
Dude, there is a guy at my work who owns one of the screen-worn costumes of Brunt's.
Oh, really?
And he met Jeffrey Combs at the Philadelphia convention. Was talking to him and showed him and he said, hey, I have one of your costumes. And so Jeffrey Combs gave him his personal email so that he could see a picture of it. And he sent it back and said, oh, that's so awesome. So crazy that you have that.
That's where I met him too last week.
I'm like,
last weekend?
The Philly one was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
See, the opposite of Shatner was on Twitter yesterday. And Shatner kind of amuses me on Twitter, but some woman was like, oh, I got this autographed picture of you, Bill. I'm a huge fan. I've loved you, in everything you've ever been in. And she takes a picture of of his headshot with his signature on it. And he retweets it with the comment this isn't mine. That's not my signature. One of Gene's secretaries signed that. It's Wow, dude, way
Oh,
to
shit.
way to just shit on somebody who's
The
basically
fuck?
doing nothing but praising you. It's like, and everyone in the comments is like, well, you kind of have to send her a real autograph now, don't you? Like, what are you talking about? He's such a weirdo on Twitter, but he's also 100 years old, so who knows? That's it. I think we're done. Thank you guys for coming on and playing trivia with me. We're done for April. We'll do this again in May. I will try to figure out how to make this second game fun or like at least competitive, I guess would be a better way. And then we'll do that. Otherwise, we can just fall back on the old TNG thing, and then or we could play Seen It awkwardly over the internet, as Christian has the box.
Well,
right
so like, if we wanted to use like the Seen It cards, we could just
Give me-
use the cards. I mean, you
give
can
me an
either
example of the card. Like, do you have one of the cards?
Well, sorry, I just put it away. So there's 3 types of questions. Like one of them is like name the person. Other ones they ask more complicated questions. The last one is usually something behind the scenes, which are really difficult. Like this one is name the bartender in 10 Forward.
Quark.
In the motion picture The Voyage Home, what Latin proverb does Admiral Kirk evoke prior to traveling through time?
May fortune favor the foolish.
It's got to be. Did you say it's Latin?
Yeah.
May fortune favor the foolish.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, what cast member of the original series was terrorized by a creature on a wing in the Twilight Zone
Shatner.
episode Nightmare
Yeah,
at
Shatner.
3,000 Feet?
I like those. The third tier questions are kind of interesting.
Yeah. Which early U.S. president wrote the poem "The Wants of Man" from which the Next Generation episode "The Ensigns of Command" gets its title?
Eisenhower.
Madison.
Say Eisenhower.
John Quincy Adams.
Oh.
Wow. Those are difficult, and those actually make it. You seem like a well-rounded person when you know.
Yeah.
That, as opposed to,
And then, like, the other ones on this card are in the motion picture versus contact. What's the name of the Enterprise E's con officer who's assimilated by a Borg drone?
Oh, that'd be Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone
oh
knows.
yeah, I was thinking of the guy in the hallway, but yeah, obviously.
Yeah. In Deep Space Nine's episode In Purgatory Shadow, who admits that he is Garrick's father?
Tane.
Nobrin Tane.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, those are a nice kind of mix, I think.
Yeah, they're a nice mix. I don't know if you'd want in the game you roll, and there's a die that determines which type of question you get.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be easier, or if everyone gets like 3 questions, or gets to pick like which of the 2, and then they have to pick the third. I feel like the third is definitely of a different sort of caliber. Like unless you are into like the
Minutia
real
of stuff.
trivia and minutia, there's a lot that you won't get.
I love the behind the scenes stuff, guys. I really do. Anyway, we'll think of a way to do it. I'll try to think of some ways to do it.
It's
Guys?
always fun, Wes. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the show on Patreon, everybody. If you guys are unfamiliar.
Also,
What's that?
one other suggestion real quick.
Sure.
In case you feel like this is getting stagnant with if only like the same people are the ones always volunteering, or if you feel that there are people who would do it, but they see like us doing this and they're like, there's no way I will ever get that many questions right.
Yes.
Maybe you have a thing where you could ask like the 3 of us to not participate. We can, just watch and let
That's
other
usually
people join in.
That's usually the way it is. I usually ask on Patreon, if you haven't done it, you get priority. It's
Mhm.
just not something that a lot of people want to do, apparently, which is
Yeah.
fine. It's just it's a limited group of people that are
It just
interested.
means I'm 14 times away from tying Ric Flair. That's all it means.
If you guys are unaware, the people on his are the captain tier supporters of the show. If you join the captain tier, you can play the game. The $5 tier people are able to watch these videos, but that's the difference in it right there. Thank you guys for supporting the show on Patreon. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for being wonderful trivia players. And I think that's it. Unless you guys have anything else, thank you very much for coming on. I guess we're going to call it a night.
Good to
We
see
appreciate
you.
it, Wes.
See
Thanks,
ya.
guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.